Hello friends, welcome to my channel Mathematicos. Today's discussion is on the chapter Square and Square Root from class 8. In this video, we'll discuss exercise 6.1 and also understand various properties about square and square roots. So let's start. Question number 1 says, what will be the unit digit of the squares of the following numbers? That means without actually squaring them, we have to say what will be the unit digit of the squared numbers. So for this, we will use this table which shows the number and its squares. So for 1 square it is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. So if you carefully see this table, you can see a pattern in the number and its squares. Like as you can see here, the number 2, the square of 2 is 4, and the number 8, the square of 8 is 64. So if the number is 2 or 8, the squared numbers are ending with 4. Similarly, when the number is 3, it gets 9, the square of 3 gets 9, and when it is 7 also, it gets 49. So see the units place, we are getting as 9 in this case. So like this, if you see the pattern, we can say like this: units digit of a number and unit digit of a square. What is the relation? So here we say that if the units digit of the number is 1 or 9, the unit digit of the square will end with 1. And if the unit digit of the number is 2 or 8, the unit digit of the square will be 4. And similarly, for 3 or 7, it will end with 9. For 4 or 6, it will end with 6. For 5, it will end with 5. And for 0, it will end with 0. So here, this table will be very much useful now to do this sums. So just you have to remember this: 1 or 9, the units place of the square will be 1, because see, 1 square is 1 and 9 square is 81. So 1 is the units place of the squares. Similarly, 2 or 8, 2 square is 4, 8 square is 64. So that 4 is the units place for these numbers. So we'll start the question now. So the first question says we are having 81. So see, the units place is 1 here. So what will be the units place of 81 square? We have to find out. So if you square 81, anyhow 81 into 81, when you do 1 into 1, you have to do. So when you say 1 into 1, always will get 1 at the end, which says here, see the table now. So if the unit digit of the number is 1, the square also will be 1. So we can say here what will be the unit digit of the square. So 81 square will end with 1. So 272 square, you can say here. So 2 square end with always 4. And 799 square, so the last digit is 9. So 9 square is 81. So you can see here, when a number ends with 9, its square will end with 1. Similarly, 3853. So if a number ends with 3, its square will end with, you can see here, if a number ends with 3, the square will end with 9. So from the table itself is easy, or else the easier way is, see here, 1234 squared. So 4 square is 16. So it will always end with 6. 26,387. 7 square is 49. So the number, a squared number will end with 9. Next we have 52,698. The number ends with 8. So its square will end with 4, because 8 square is 64. Anyhow 8 into 8 we have to do. So we'll get 64. That is 4 in the units place. Next 99,880. 0. So it will always end with 0. As you can see here, if a number ends with 0, the square will also end with 0. Next one, 12,796. So again, squared, 6 into 6, 36. So the number will also, squared number will also end with 6. The last one, 55,555 square, it will end with 5, because the ones place is 5. So in this way, without finding the squares, we can easily know what will be the units digit of the squares. Next, question number 2 says the following numbers are obviously not perfect squares. So we have to give reason. So it says that the following numbers are not perfect squares. So for this, again we see here, see the square numbers. So there is a pattern in the square numbers. All the square numbers are either ending with 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, 6, 9, 4, 1, 0. Hence we can say that all the square numbers either ends with 1, 4, 6, 9 or 5 and 0. But none of them ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8. So hence we can say that a square number never ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8 at the units place. So it will never end with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Now here the first question, 1057. You can see the units place is, so when you write like this, just you have to write the units place is 7. Since the units place is 7, as you can see here, if a number ends with 7, a square number will never end with 7. Hence, we can say these are not perfect squares. Next, the second question, it ends with 3. The same reason will give. Since it is ending with 3, it is not a perfect square. Since it is ending with 8, the third bit, 7928, you can see this 2, 3, 7 or 8. Next, 2,22,222, whatever the number is, see the end. So the unit space is 2, so it cannot be a perfect square. Now this one, 89,722, again the same thing. Now 0. Now when you have 0, it may be, it may not. But here, what is the reason of not being a perfect square? Always remember, a number that ends with even number of zeros only will be a perfect square. So in a perfect square, there are always even number of zeros. It ends with even number of zeros. But here we see that in 64,000, 3 zeros are there, so it cannot be a perfect square. 2,22,000, 3 zeros are there, so it cannot be a perfect square. 5,05,050, it has only 1 zero, so it can also not be a perfect square because we are having odd number of zeros. If odd number of zeros are there, then it will be never a perfect square. Next, the squares of which of the following would be odd numbers? So here again the same thing. So you see here, whenever we find the square of odd numbers, we'll take the odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Square of 1 is 1, that is an odd. Square of 3 is 9, that is an odd. Square of 5 is 25, it's an odd number. Square of 7 is 49, it's an odd number. And square of 9 is 81, which is also an odd number. So here we get a note that all the odd numbers square is also an odd number. And for even number, you can see here, for even number it is even. 4 is 16, 6 is 36, 8 is 64, 10 is 100. So if you are squaring an even number, we will get the square number as even. If you are squaring an odd number, we will get is an odd. So the question is simple. So we have to just find out the squares of which of the following would be odd numbers. You can see the first question, 431. It is an odd number, so its square, the 431 squared, will be also an odd number because square of odd number is always odd. Second one, it's an even, so it cannot be odd. So square of this number 2826 squared will be also even. Third one, it is an odd number, hence you can say the square of 7079 is also odd. And the last one is an even number, so its square will be also even. So the squares of which of the following? Only 431 and 779. Next, we have to observe the following and find the missing digits. So see the pattern here, 11 square 121, 100 square is 10201, then 1001 square is 100201. So here what is the pattern? If 1 0 is there, we are using 1 0 in between 1 and 2. If there are 2 zeros, we are using 2 zeros in between 1 and 2. So first is booking 1 0 0 2 0 0 1 because we are having 2 zeros here. So similarly here we see that there are 4 zeros. So I can write 1 2 3 4 zeros, 2 again 1 2 3 4 zeros, and the last one 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we'll start with 1 2 3 4 5 6, then 2 again 1 2 3 4 5 6 again 1. So whatever the number of zeros are there, that means zeros comes in between 1 and 2, again from 2 and 1. So another pattern we have. Now here we see that 11 square is 121, so 100 square is 10201. But when you are taking another one, that is 10,101, 10101 square, we are getting 102030 201, 1 2 3 3 2 1, like this. It is increasing then decreasing. So the same pattern will follow. Here we can see when only 2 zeros 10101 is there, so we are reaching up to 3. Now we are having one more extra 10101. That means extra 3 zeros we are having in the pattern. We can take care of that. So we'll get 10 20 30, then 4 again 0 3 0 2 0 1. So that's the pattern we are following. Extra one number we are added. Now see here, same way 10 20 30 40 5 04 03 02 01. So here we can see how many are there zeros. 1 2 3 4 zeros up to 5, again 1 2 3 4 zeros. That means, so how we'll get this number? 1 2 3 4 again 1. So 10 10 10 10 1 whole square will come in this way. Now the next question says, using the given pattern, find the missing numbers. So you can see the pattern here. 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square is 3 square. 2 square plus 3 square plus 6 square is 7 square. 3 squared plus 4 squared plus 12 squared is 13 squared. Similarly, we have to find the missing places. Now if you'll see this question, 4 square plus 5 square plus dash square is 21. That means you have to see what is the relation between the first, second and third. Now here we see that 1 2 we are getting a 2 here. 1 2s are 2, 2 3s are 6, 3 4s are 12. That means the third number is the product of the first two numbers. So what we'll get here? 4 5s are 20 over. So I can write 4 square plus 5 square plus 20 square is equals to 21 square. Similarly, another one you are having 5 square plus dash square plus 30 square is equals to 31 square. As we already discussed that the third number will get only when we multiply the first and second. So how to get 30? There is only one way, that is 5 6 are 30. Now the last one, 6 squared plus 7 squared. Now we are having 6 squared plus 7 squared plus dash squared equals to dash. So what is the relation for the third number? You have to just multiply the first two. So 6 7s are 42 squared. Now we have to find the sum also. That's the last one. So we will find the fourth number. What is the relation between the fourth number? Now say 1 2s are 2 we are getting. Here we are getting 3. 2 3s are 6 we are getting. Here we are writing 6. But here we are writing 7 squared. See now relation between the third number and the fourth number. When the third number is 2 square, the fourth number is 3 square. When the third number is 6 squared, we are getting 7 squared. So 12, 13, 20, 21, 30, 31. So here in our answer we have got 42. So it is obvious 42 square. So answer will be 43 square. Just the next number. So in this way we can easily find the missing places. So the third, that is the missing one, first one we have got as 20 square. Next we have got 6, and at last we have got 42 squared and 43 squared. Next, without adding, we have to find the sum of these questions. So we can see here, if you take care of this one, you see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. So what has been done? We are just adding the odd natural numbers. So for this one property we are having, the sum of the first n odd natural numbers is always n squared. That means if I add the first 3 odd natural numbers here, if I add the first 3, 1, 3, starting from 1, okay, so 1, 3, 5 are the first 3 odd natural numbers. So if I'll add them, I get 9, and 9 is nothing but 3 squared. So if I'm adding the first 3 odd numbers, I'm getting 3 squared. Similarly, here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what will come? 5 odd natural numbers, so we'll get 5 squared. So 5 squared is nothing but 25. We can add and check. 9 plus 7, 16, 16 plus 5, 21, plus 3, 24, plus 1, 25. So just you have to add, see that how many odd numbers we are adding. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll get 10 squared, that is 100. Next, so up to here it is 10, then 11, 12. So here we get 12 squared, that is 144. So that means without adding, now we are easily able to find the sum of these odd natural numbers. Same way, we have to express 49 as the sum of 7 odd numbers. So 49, we know 49 is nothing but 7 squared. So 7 squared means first 7 odd numbers you have to write. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13. You can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 odd numbers we have added, and the expression will be always 49. Similarly, 121. Now you can say 121 is 11 squared. So we have to write it as the sum of 11 odd numbers. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus. So here there are 7 numbers. We have got more 4 odd numbers you have to write. 13, then 15, 17, 19 and 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 odd numbers when you add, you will get 121. Next, how many numbers lie between the squares of the following numbers? So that means 12 and 13. So squares of 12, that means 12 squared and 13 squared. So in between 12 squared and 13 squared, how many numbers are there in between these two square numbers? So for this one property we are having, that means there are 2n non-perfect square numbers. So when I say non-perfect square, that means they are not square numbers between the squares of the numbers n and n plus 1. So what is this n and n plus 1? N and n plus 1 nothing but consecutive numbers. n plus 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, like this. So here we are having 12, 13. So here it says that there are 2n. So first you have to see what is n here. So in our first question, when you take n as 12, n plus 1 is 13, that means here n is 12. So it is clearly seen that how many non-perfect square numbers will be there? 2n. So here what we get the answer now? See the first question, 12 and 13. So here what will do? N equals to 12. So we can say the number of non-perfect square numbers equals to 2n, that is nothing but 2 multiplied by 12. So 24 numbers will be there in between 12 squared and 13 squared. We have to remember that. So 12 squared and 13 squared, in between them we will have 24 non-perfect square numbers. So we can check it also. So 12 square is nothing but 144 and 13 square is 169. So in between 144 and 169, 24 numbers are there. Now similarly, the other questions we can find out, that is we are having the second one. So this will be n, this will be n plus 1. So if this is n, so number of non-square numbers is 2n. So we'll get 2 into 25, that is 50. Similarly, the third one here, this is n and this is n plus 1. So as per our property, there will be 2n per non-perfect square number. So 2n is 2 multiplied by 99. So when you multiply 2 and 99, we get 198. So in this way, we can easily find how many non-perfect square numbers lies in between two consecutive squares. Thank you and keep exploring.